Namaskar. I am Dr. Vasanth Kiran from Alliance University, Head of the Department of Performing Arts, Bangalore. It is even nostalgic to be talking about the Kuchipudi dance form, the only dance form where it derives its name from its village and existence. It is a great transition and transformation that this whole dance form has gone through since quite a time. If we can trace back, probably we had some evidences that we got, and the only proof was after 17th century when we had Siddhapa, and before we had some texts that are archaeological have to tell us about the existence of Kuchipudi as such. A conference in 1959 was a major transition where Kuchipudi was accepted, probably presented by scholars like V.S. Apparao Garu, Karakalingeshwar Rao Garu, Tanda Krishna Garu, and many more, who made their scholarly presentations to make this whole dance form accepted as a classical form, what we see today. Before which I think there was major problems that our dancers have gone through, especially let's talk about stalwarts like Yamini Amma, Yamini Krishnamurti ji, who initially when she even approached to perform the sabhas, called Kuchipudi as Put or a folk dance form. So there was a major challenge to be even making this accept among the people as a classical form. And after the conference, and thanks to the phenomenal work of great scholars like Vasanth Lakshmi Narayan Shastri Garu, Padma Bhushan Venpati Chinna Satyam Garu, who's made a tremendous contribution to the growth of today. There were a few very interesting changes that really took place when Kuchipudi was undergoing a major transition, especially from the melams that we got. We had Chintavari Melam, Bhagavathula Melam, Vedantam Vari Melam, Venpati Vari Melam. From there, what we had to probably remember was the audience changed from the rural background to people where they performed to, which came up to this urban sabha format, where it moved more from there to a sabha acceptance. The audience were different. Hence, it needed a lot of sophistication, it needed a lot of polishing, which is what Kuchipudi underwent in the long time, from a dance drama technique to a solo format. And the contributions, again, we can really think of Vedantam Lakshmi Narayan Shastri Garu, Padma Bhushan Dr. Venpati Chinna Satyam Garu. They have done innumerable work in bringing this dance form to an essence of the world class, definitely keeping in the track of Bharatanatyam's Natya Shastra, or you can think of Abhinaya Darpanam. And all of this intact and combining things like karnas and charis and involving and evolving to this dance form, giving it a classical status. And today it is unmatchable, probably impossible to beat kind of a thing that has been established, which is very beautiful aspects of an essence touch to Abhinaya, or a touch to Tarangam's dancing on the plate, which is very specially attributed to Kuchipudi especially, has gotten it a very beautiful level of fame that Kuchipudi probably dreamed of becoming, and there's much more coming up. The contributions of the family members from Kuchipudi village, that is Vedantam family, Venpati family, Joshula, Kani, Yereshwarapu, Bhagavathula, and Pasumati. These are families that have contributed innumerable to this field of dance, especially Kuchipudi. And then there came a period of transition where it was only men who were performing, Brahmin men who were performing this dance form, and women were not allowed. And that is one of the proofs. How can we forget Padma Shri Vedantam Satyanarayana Sharma Garu for his great role played in Hama Kalapam, and probably none could beat him the way he beautifully performed. But after, there was a transition when Kuchipudi went through from a dance drama format to a solo repertoire, because we were living in an era competing with dance forms like Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, which had evolved more progressively as a solo, and it was essential for a dance to get into the solo format. And we can't forget to thank Vedantam Lakshmi Narayan Shastri Garu and Dr. Venpati Chinna Satyam Garu for their innumerable work towards especially solo performances and solo choreographies. People started picking up solo pieces or parts of these bigger ballets like Shri Krishna Parijatam, and they were other like Shira Sagar Madana. They picked up certain pieces and started performing that as a solo thing. And then there were a lot of other compositions that came as such. Like in Bharatanatyam, there is a fixed margam. Kuchipudi does not really have something a fixed margam as such, but there are different nuances that people really came up with its specialization in language. And Telugu's contribution is something that we cannot forget with when spoken about Kuchipudi as such. So there was tremendous transitions with this quicksilver movements, with its abhinaya strength, with its vachika as a specialty. Kuchipudi quickly gained its probably one of the strongest dance forms, taking a very strong basis from Natya Shastra, Abhinaya, Darpana, and many other contextuals. Today the transition has gone to a level that people are even experimenting with a lot of social themes, and people are also okay with bringing it as an education mainstream, where universities are offering that as a course, even until PhD. Masters universities like Hyderabad Central University, Telugu University, Bangalore Alliance University, they have Kuchipudi as an exclusive subject until the master degree forms. In itself is a great transition or transformation that you can call it as, and that is where all the secrets of this Kuchipudi becoming famous comes from. And there are these tremendous students who are all over the world for Kuchipudi who are responsible for making this art form so famous. One definitely can't forget the contributions of the people. When you think at least after later era, like Padma Bhushan Dr. Venkatachala Satya Garu, Padma Shri Dr. Shobha Naidu Garu, Manju Bhargavi Garu, definitely Padma Bhushan, Yamini Krishnamurthy Garu, Swapna Sundari Garu, Radha Radha Reddy Garu, Jayaramana Vanashri Ramana, all of these people who have really worked towards giving this dance form the status what it deserves. And it is only interesting to wait and watch to see Kuchipudi going really ahead. You see, I mean, one interesting new thing happening is people are coming back to this group performances and group choreographies with theme again. We have choreographed at Arana Valley for something Kuchipudi interesting, keeping the tradition intact. I mean, the change is okay within the tradition, but if you know where to draw the line and the boundaries of where tradition should stop, and any change within the boundaries is absolutely acceptable by the Pranayashas. I think there is a great future to wait and watch for Kuchipudi, which is only interesting, and I'm very keen to be part of that great future and that transition.